Take two. I don't know what happened. The broadcast interrupted. Actually, I do know what happened. That spirit of 2G done crept up in my house and it has to go. For the last 2 days, my internet has been kicking me off. I don't know why, but you know what? I'm going to get to the bottom of it today. So, yeah. So welcome to I Am My Morning Coffee, where we're going to press forward, where God is our barista, praise and worship is our cream and sugar. And this morning, Adelia Johnson is your morning coffee. So you come on back in the room, and as you come in, please like, please share. That makes me so mad, y'all. I mean, the internet just shuts off, and then everything just goes haywire. But anyway, I'll deal with that later. But as you come on in, please say hello, say good morning. Welcome to I Am My Morning Coffee. I'm happy to have you all. This morning, we're going to be talking about transformation and how transformation and change is not confirmed until it's challenged. That has spoke volumes to me in my life. And so I can't even get mad when things happen that challenge who I'm trying to be. So you have to acknowledge and be made aware of the things that are happening that are that comes intentionally to challenge your change, because we don't know whether or not it sticks if you haven't challenged it, right? So as you come in the room, please speak, say hello. But as I was saying before I got kicked off, I had my first person come and pay for a paid advertisement on I Am My Morning Coffee. And I know increase is like bombarding me and knocking my door down. And the reason why is because I'm a sower and I'm a giver and I love God. And bump that. God is just good. How about that? God is just faithful and God is just loyal. So she came to me on Sunday and she was in tears and she was like, "Oh my God, Adelia, thank you so much for the ad. I had no idea that it was gonna, look like it did, whatever. So I'm really, really excited that now I'm offering advertisements. So now I've had 3 people come to me as it pertains to advertisements. So we'll see how that goes. Good morning, Mama Dixon. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, yes, Carl, thank you so much for coming back. And I did see your other comments. So thank you for believing in this vision. God is certainly guiding me. To be honest, I don't know where he's taking me, but you know what? I'm willing to follow the breadcrumbs. It can't be anything bad. God loves me too much to let it be something like that. So I'm just gonna follow God. So y'all come on in the room. I'm gonna go ahead and run this advertisement, and I want to encourage you to please call Island Fusion Party Planning for all of your party planning needs. All right. So after this ad, we're gonna go ahead and we are going to get started. So please contact Island Fusion Party Planning. I'm so excited about the advertisement. So please make sure you call Island Fusion Party Planning for all of your party planning needs. So let's jump into it. So transformation. We're talking about change. We're talking about being different. We're talking about transforming into something that the people around you, the people that know you, probably wouldn't recognize you when you change. But the thing about change, thank you, Carl. Yes, I will definitely enjoy the journey. It has been amazing. So I am thoroughly enjoying it. So we are talking about change this morning, and we are talking about how change is not confirmed until it is challenged. Transformation and change is not confirmed until it is challenged. I put in one of the descriptions, how do you know that a building a building that was built to withstand an earthquake, how will you know whether or not it will withstand an earthquake if it has never been challenged by an earthquake? Just like, for instance, if they built a plane, or matter of fact, let's use the Titanic. for as an example. The Titanic was built to not sink. They called it the unsinkable ship, right? But else would you know that unless you put it out on the water and test it and see, right? So in your change and in your transformation, you're going to have to put that boat, whatever that change is, whether it be financial, whether it be if you're locked up in a soul tie, trying to break off from that, whether it be financial, whether it be physical, whether it be you're trying to change your attitude, whatever it is that you're trying to change, until you set that ship sail and you test it in the waters, you will not know whether or not you've truly changed and transformed. How do you know that you've truly forgiven somebody until they need you, until the opportunity comes up to show that you actually have forgiven them? Don't forget to equip yourself with what will keep you changed. Dr. Matthew Stevenson said something really, really powerful. He said that if you come and tell me about something that you did after you did it, man, I had a fall, or I messed up today, whatever it may be, that's a confession. That's a confession. If you come before you do it and say, listen, this is what I'm thinking about doing, this is what I'm about to get into, that is accountability. So I want to encourage you that on your road to transformation, on your road for changing, that you have some sort of accountability in place for people to hold you accountable to your actions. For instance, if you have an issue with answering your phone at 11 o'clock at night, and mind you, that's the problem if that's the only time that they're calling, that you have somebody that you can call and say, listen, I'm about to get dressed and get up out of here, and this is where I'm about to go. Or I've been fasting for this amount of time. I'm about to go and satisfy everything that I have been abstaining from as it pertains to this fast. So it's very important to have a level of accountability with people that love you, people that care about you, people that want to see you win. Accountability is everything. I am so blessed to have a circle of people that I can call. Now, mind you, this took some time because the enemy will make shame and he will make pride get in the way of you changing. Pride and shame will get in the way of you changing because you feel like you can't tell somebody when you're about to go on this bad spending spree, right? When you're trying to change your financial picture and your financial future, you need somebody that you can be accountable to, and somebody that you can say, hey, look, I'm trying to save for this. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to get a house, and they hold you accountable. So, change, you have to be very careful not to let pride and shame get in the way. Another note that I had is it is important to develop safeguards. Safeguards are really important as it pertains to change. Why do you need safeguards in place? Because you don't think that the enemy wants to see you the same. Matter of fact, you don't think that the enemy wants to see you in your same rut, in your same situation, and then want you to believe the lie that you can't get out of it. Listen, I don't care what your issue is. I don't care if it's that you're promiscuous and you sleeping around. I don't care if it's that you have bad money habits. I don't care if you have a nasty attitude. I don't care whatever your issue is. God has the power and the ability to help you change it. You can do it. All you have to do is surround yourself with a group of people that are going to hold you accountable. Surround yourself with things that are going to speak to your transformed self. You can't go and matter of fact, this was talked about on Spirit and Truth. If you're not following YLC, I need you to do that. Explore YLC. But on Spirit and Truth, Elder Mark Moore even talked about surrounding yourself, that your cycle will never change until your circle does, right? So you have to definitely surround yourself with people that are speaking to how you're trying to change. Because if your money isn't changed, if you're trying to change your money, you can't get advice from somebody that don't have a savings account. That's not going to work. And you can't get advice from somebody that doesn't know anything about a Roth IRA or a portfolio. So also your verbiage changes. Right? So it's very important to surround yourself with people and to put in safeguards that are going to speak to your change. Transformation is not confirmed until it is challenged. So whatever it is that you're trying to do different, However different you're trying to move, I really want to encourage you to get some sort of accountability partner, and don't let pride and shame creep in and make you not do something different. The devil is a lie that you can be different. You can do different. And don't let people come in and tell you, no, I remember that you used to be like this, or I remember that you used to act like this. And they try to hold you to who you used to be. And pride and shame will make you think that once you've accomplished or have conquered the change that you're trying to make, that you're not an expert, or you're not qualified to talk about that change. Let me tell you something. Your journey qualifies you. So if you had rough financial trouble and then you get it together, you are qualified to talk about finances because you've been through it. You've been through the ups and downs of it. And so don't let people come in and make you think that you're not qualified to speak to or testify about the change that you've made, because it's very important that you acknowledge that that's your journey, and your experience and your testimony is what makes you qualified. Let me tell you something. I would not trust somebody that has not been challenged. I wouldn't trust somebody that hasn't had that experience. Don't talk to me about marriage. And I'm not saying that people don't have good advice as it pertains to marriage, but don't talk to me about marriage if you have not been in a marriage, right? There are certain aspects and there are certain things of a marriage that a single person just will not understand. And I'm not saying, again, that a single person wouldn't have some sort of insight, but they wouldn't have all of the insight that it takes to keep a marriage together unless you've been in that, right? That's what make you qualify, is the experience and the journey. So that is all that I have for you this morning. I hope that blessed you. I hope that's something that you can take with you. Please understand that your change, your transformation is not, confirmed until it is challenged. So I love you all this morning. Thank you so much for tuning in to I Am My Morning Coffee. This was a quick just inspiration, because in changing, sometimes we get held up in the transformation process and we don't push all the way through to the habits and the things that lend to us staying changed. So I just want to encourage you this morning. Make sure that you surround yourself with people that are going to hold you accountable. And I love you all. This has been a very brief I Am My Morning Coffee, but I pray that you were blessed. And this is where God has been our barista. Y'all, I'm messing up my tagline. This has been I Am My Morning Coffee, where God is our barista, praise and worship is our cream and sugar, and I have been your morning coffee. So I love you all, and you all take care and be blessed.